Hello again. Alright, so today I finally got those jets in the mail. Let's see if I can show you. So here's the one I needed. It's a 125 main jet, and then I got this one, which is a 185 air corrector. You can see it. It's like hand. It's not stamped, it's like engraved on there, 185. And now, to achieve a baseline tune, which essentially just kind of means like an appropriate tune or jetting for the size of the carburetor. And the way you do that is for every millimeter that the venturi, or right here is, let's see if I'm actually getting that. Okay, yeah. For every millimeter of the venturi width, it's about 4 times that size. It will be your main jet. So 4 times 32 is 144. Or I don't know if I did the math right. It's 124. I'm sorry. And anyways, I did the math already. I've been waiting on these jets. I had it all ready, but I got 125. The baseline jet should be 125. So I did 125, and then based on that calculation, you want to do for the air corrector the best size that is said in this book by Pat Braden, Weber Carburetors. I'll leave a link in there. I've tried to find a PDF, but I can't really find one. I found a PDF for the Haynes Weber Carburetor book, but that doesn't really say what I'm telling you. And then I have been driving on this tune for a little while. The closest ones I had was a 130 and then a 190 air corrector, and I've been driving on it, and it actually is pretty good. There's no more stumble. There's no more stumble when I first started the truck, and there's no more stumble as at the very top of the RPM range. I'll have to put in some footage of it. At least of at the top of the carburetor range. But yeah, so anyways, you go from whatever size the main jet is, it's 60 jet sizes higher. And that's what you're gonna want to use for the air corrector size. So 125, 185. 125, 185. And alright, I'm getting ready to install. I had already installed, because I ordered the jets from 2 different places. On this side, it's a 145, and then the air corrector is a 205. And I already had the 205 air corrector and the 145 main jet. I had to order from somebody here in the States, and they just came a lot sooner, and I'd rather fix the top end. There's no point in letting it lean out and blow up, But so anyways, I had already installed them, and there's no more stumble. It's all right. So I have those jets installed. I have achieved the baseline tune. I'm gonna go over the tuning steps and the last. Well, it might be the last. It'll be the last as far as achieving stage 0, and then I'm gonna get into stage 1, 2, and 3. Because as it sits, it's not turbo. There's no turbo right there. I wish I had it installed already. It's a TD04 turbo. I just have to get some welding gas and flip the manifold that I got already, and you know, weld it and flip it, and you know, but I pretty much have everything. Like I have the like port for the fuel pump shut off switch. I have a fuel pump. I probably need to get a fuel filter, but that's like a non-issue, you know what I mean? But anyways, so I'm going to be going over the like tuning steps for achieving the true stage 0. And this is essentially just a baseline tune, kind of like a starting point of where to go, you know, when you're tuning your carburetor. And that'll be included in like the next video. Yeah, I just really need to like make sure that I have the right baseline tune. And like I said, like a quick little review of what that means. That means that for the size of the venturi, that it's the main jet is 4 times the size of that, whatever your like venturi size. If it's 38, 32, 36, 32, 32, you know, whatever, even if it's like the 40, whatever, you know. Okay, so and then the air corrector should be like 60 sizes bigger than the main jet size. And then for the idle, now this is kind of what I was alluding to about the like tuning steps, is that right now I have like a 55 jet on like each idle, you know, side one right here, and then on the other side. Well, in the book it says to like put the RPMs up and then tune it, but you know, well, I'm just gonna take this one step at a time. You know, I'm kind of learning like what the best way is to like when you make a video, that because like I've done that where I just shoot a bunch of footage, and then when I go to like edit it and put it all together, it's like, man, where am I at? What was I talking about? And then I have to like, I end up having to watch the video like a million times just to make sure, I didn't leave out a part. And I've even actually put out a video and then, oh yeah, well I like forgot this part, you know, and it just makes it kind of sloppy. So I'm just gonna do this real, you know, 5-10 minute videos. I'm not trying to overwhelm you guys. I do appreciate the support, and you know, I really need you guys to make comments. I need some feedback. I mean, I'm not gonna know, you know, if I'm doing a good job, or hey man, this really helped me, or hey bro, I kind of don't understand that last little bit, or just whatever, you know. But anyways, so this would be like a stage 0 tune, because in the future I'm gonna turbo it, but also I'm gonna grind down the camshaft. Like right now, my truck has a little bit of a heel grind, where you just take, it's like the bottom of the lobe, and you just take the like bottom off, and so that raises your like duration and lift. And well, I'm gonna do that even more, you know. You know, I just need the like a little more power and the upper RPMs, and then I'll also include a picture. But I pulled out one of the emulsion tubes, and they say, well, I was reading this in the book, and it says that the emulsion tube really sets the precedent for how the carburetor is going to act. You know, as with all things with the carburetor, I mean, this is a really good carburetor. This is not like the carburetor that's on this motorcycle where it has an idle circuit, like an idle jet, and then like just the like main jet, and then that's it. You know, this is like a progressive, you know, like the idle circuit, the idle jet also influences the progressive circuit, which is like it's sitting there, and then, you know, there's gas coming out for the idle, and then it goes up a notch, and then you know, and then it opens up the like progressive circuit and stuff. And so anyways, what I'm getting at, I said all that to say this, is that as with all things in the carburetor, it's just like a little range. With most, no engine is going to have a power band that is like from 1 to like 8,000 or whatever. I mean, some people will get close with like they call it twin charging, where you have a supercharger and a turbo, and they say that is probably the best you can get for having like a non-stop power band. But anyways, I know I'm talking a lot, but anyways, the emulsion tube is what actually like what the size of the holes and how many holes are on there will dictate the actual power band. And right now, I was able to pull out the primary emulsion tube. The secondary one, I'm having some trouble, and I have learned not to force things out. Like maybe there's something I'm missing. I just have to be careful how I handle stuff. Like, this is my daily driver. I don't want to like break something and then I'm like without a vehicle. And so anyways, yeah, I'm just, this is just the baseline tune. I want you guys to understand what all jets you can change, what needs to be changed, and how they interact with each other. And, like right now, I'm going to start the truck, and I'll show you guys how because I went a little bit leaner, I'm almost guaranteed, like, I'm not even going to touch the idle adjustment screw, because I went a little bit leaner. Almost guaranteed, because the main jet and the air corrector are leaner, the idle, I will probably have to back it out a little bit. Like, the way that the jets interact with each other, it's not like, I can just change one jet and then that'll solve all my problems. Because I was doing that, where I just slapped in like 75, 85 idle jet, and I didn't change the main jets, and I would just like slap in like 155 main jet or 165 on the second, and it sort of ran better. But you don't want the wideband to be like all over the place. Like you don't want it to be like, it's at perfect idle, and then it goes mega rich, and then it goes lean, and then it goes rich, because that's not, I mean, you could probably get by with that, but that's not proper, and that's not really safe, because I'm going to go turbo. And I have seen so many times people have turboed these trucks, and they have used either fuel injection or they have used the carburetor, and almost every single time they all give up, and they just end up selling the project, or you never hear about it again. And I'm not going to be one of those dudes. Like, I'm going to do it the right way, and it's going to be proper. This ain't going to be no ghetto. I mean, obviously I got my ties, I got, this probably ain't like the most proper or whatever, but like, as far as the functionality, I'm going to show you guys the right way to do it. And, well, that's it. I'm going to start the truck here in a second. And I almost forgot, but my whole point of talking about the stage 0, stage 1 and stuff is that when you change the emulsion tubes, when you change the camshaft grind, and then the timing, and then even if you hog out the head, that's like different stages. Like, I think just the cam would be like stage 1, and then you add the dimples to the intake manifold, and then even put that heel up even more on the camshaft. That's like stage 2. And that's all just like the different stages of tuning. And before you can even get into that, and fail at your turbo project or whatever, you have to have a solid understanding of what you're doing with the carburetor. Otherwise, you'll be like I said, you'll be one of those dudes that you slap the turbo on there, and you run it, and you run into problems, and then you're like, you know, you're like, oh well, these cars, these like motors don't make power, that they just don't do anything, you know, blah blah blah. And it's like, it's really not the engine, because if you look at the 626 community, they make power like all day long. The Mazda MX-6 uses the F2 engine also, and they make power like all day long, you know. So there's no reason why these engines are no good, you know. That's just like a cop out to say, oh well, it's just no good, you know. But the whole point of these videos on the Weber 3236 carburetor DGV, because mine has the manual choke, and I still love that. That's probably like one of my favorite thing that I have done so far, is just put the choke right there next to the to the gauges, like where it goes proper, you know. And you know, I don't know. I really I would like just some feedback. Let me know, you know, if you think, you know, if you have any questions, you think I'm wrong, you think that I'm stepping on toes, I shouldn't be making these videos, you know, how dare I, you know what I mean, have my own, you know what I'm saying, like, whatever, you know what I mean, but, just let me know. Thank you for watching, though. Just give me a second, I'm gonna get the truck running, and then I'll probably do like a run, you know, because like every time you change the jet, you have to reset the idle, and then I'll do a run, and we'll see where the tune is at. I got it started, but as with all things, when you tune an engine, it has to be at operating temperature, and right now it is not. So I'm gonna let this idle for like a few minutes. So it's at 91. I'm gonna let it idle for a few minutes, and we'll see, because like that's where that's at, and we'll see where this is at. I mean, it's only 5 jet sizes, so I doubt that it'll make a huge difference, but you know, knowing that correlation of like, you know, what it says on the wideband and, you know, the size of the jet will probably help me later on when I go to turbo this. And yeah, there we go. Let's just give it a like minute or so. Alright, so I got it so nice and hot, the temperature. It's been out of line here for like 20 minutes, I don't know, but it's pretty good, you know, right here. And eventually I'm gonna do a video on the cooling system, because I've already like replaced that. I've done like the radiator and all the hoses and the thermostat. The thermostat actually, it's like a OEM style, and it seems to heat the truck up when it's cold, like 10 times better. And well, it's not getting hot, you know. But anyways, here's the wideband, and it's just kind of staying about 14, 13. I don't know. It kind of jumps around, so I'm not really sure. I mean, you know, these are not like, you know, laboratory instruments where they're like super precise and all that. So, you know, like, I think it's like a little bit leaner, but I don't know. It's only five jet sizes, so you know what I mean? Like, I wish I get to that, you know what I mean? Like, to know, oh, we need to raise it up by 5, like, you know, just by ear, you know. But that's nice and hot. And then I am making like another video about this, so I'll probably like repeat myself in the future, you know, but in like a future vid. But this thermometer right next to the choke cable, like, it's like perfect right here, man. It just had the little plug in there that you just have to pop off, and you can run the choke cable. I know some people do the like electric choke, but And I know to be like carb compliant, you have to have an electric choke, and then I think like a coolant line going to this like thermo resistor thing. I don't know, you know, I'm not really sure. But you know, my truck is not like that, so I just got the manual choke. And yeah, I don't know, it just fits so perfect. You know, I like use this like gel nail polish and just put it in there and just wipe it out real quick. Man, I made it orange, like, you know, it just looks good. I like it. But yeah, it's just like okay, see, look, so now it's at like, it was at 12 and I was at 13. So I'm not sure, that's something that you have to really just like you know, see over time, you know, like what you're gonna be doing, like as far as whether you like richen up the idle or lean it out, you know. But that's it. Thank you for watching. Just give me like 1 second and I'll make a run, and then we'll just see like where my little tune is at. All right, here we go on the little highway. No stumble, man. It seems like it'll just get up now. Pretty happy. Let's see, I'm turning. About these engines and these trucks in general is that everything on them is geared towards like torque, like everything from the cam profile to the like timing, you know, the initial timing you get from the factory, to the long intake runners from the carburetor, you know what I mean, the intake manifold, like how long it is and the shape. Also like the weight that is the flywheel. You know, these trucks, they're not meant to be racing or whatever. So when you want to do that, you have to almost change everything, you know. And well, I almost want to change everything, but like not like in the fact that I will have to have like a good profile on the camshaft to really drive like a big turbo. So like I want to have like some kind of torque, you know. But and like it still is a truck, you know. Like I might change out the flywheel and put it's like an aftermarket one. It's only like 11 pounds, like 9 pounds. It's called a Fidanza, and I'll probably end up buying it, but it's not SFI certified, so I don't know. I don't feel like it's reliable or safe, but I might just slap it on there just to see, like, you know, what the heck. Like, it's not that like expensive, and like it might make like a huge difference in the drivability. But anyways, this is my tune now, so thank you for watching.